Okay, right now we're gonna talk about choir. I've done many choirs myself. I sung in church choir. I was in the high school choir. Among many, many, many choirs, I've actually done other. First choir, folks, that was actually invented was in the early 16th century. It's called the Tabernacle Choir, and I'm guessing they're still even around today. Now, there was another choir that was very, very well known called the Vienna Boys Choir. It was all soprano boys, and I actually knew and worked with the man who directed, because he came over to our country many years later. His name is Felix. He passed away many, many years ago, but I've done a lot of operas and operettas with him. He's done a lot of concerts. But mainly he was a director of the Vienna Boys Choir, or soprano boys, which we're going to talk about later on. Well, anyway, there's tons and tons of choirs all over the world, all over every place. You can have a very small choir, which is called a chorale, or a huge, gigantic choir. Now, choirs come in different voice parts: soprano, soprano 1, soprano 2, mezzo, alto 1, alto 2. We have baritone. We have tenor 1, tenor 2. We have bass 1 and bass 2. Basses are the lowest and sopranos are the highest, and the altos are the lower women's voices. Tenors are high male voices. Baritones are right in the middle. Now, I happen to be an alto 1. My whole life I've been an alto, and I've done many, many choir shows. I've done the Messiah. I did Elijah. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. I did many church choirs concerts. Joy to the World was another one I remember doing. It was a Christmas concert. I done a lot of shows for Christmas and Easter as well. And you stand on your feet. The Messiah, I remember doing it in high school. I was on my feet for 2 hours. You have to stand in one spot. You cannot move. And you make sure before you ever do a choir concert, you drink water, because you could dehydrate and it's easy to pass out. There was a girl who almost passed out in the Messiah. I still remember that like it was yesterday. Now, there's a huge choir. I believe it's in UK. It's huge. Over thousands of people are in this choir. And you have to audition to be in the choir. They have to make sure what you can sing and everything, so you don't throw up the next part. I was always in the alto 1 section. That's a higher alto. And there's also the lower alto, and the same thing with soprano 1. Real high, you go way, way up there in height. You really got to go up very high in notes. And it's very important to read music when you sing in a choir. And it's a lot of fun. I've done a lot of choirs in my life. I actually started with choir when I was a freshman in high school. I loved doing it. We did a concert and everything. I was thrilled to do it. It seemed like yesterday. I was 14 years old. And I've done a lot of choirs. I did choirs at Brookdale, directed by Joe. I worked with Felix. I mean, a lot of conductors that I actually worked with and loved working with. Joe is another conductor at my church I worked with for many years. He doesn't do it anymore because, he just doesn't have time or whatever. So here it is, choirs. Deborah White's Theater. Have a great day.